bitch. Is that better? Is bitch better? Is bitch better? Is bitch better?
Hey, bitches. Welcome back to another episode of Bitches Better. I'm your host, Raven, and today is a very special day because it's been a minute since we brought the group chat behind the mic, and I said, what better occasion than part 3 of the Summer House reunion to do it, right? So we've got Selle Brooks, host of the Who Asked Me podcast, and Hannah Aaron Brown, host of the Not Aspirational podcast. Hello, beautiful ladies.
Hi. Oh, I'm so happy to be here with y'all. I mean, I can't think of a better way to celebrate Hump Day.
Seriously. We Hump Day? You remember? What? You remember? I know you remember that stupid Geico commercial.
Yes, I just
with the camel. My uncle, shout out to Uncle Jeff. That particular commercial really cracked him up. And he's like this drill sergeant army guy. Like, he's not like a silly, goofy guy, right? But that shit had him in a chokehold for years. Every Wednesday, he would just text me a camel.
That's cute. Hump Day?
That is funny.
Happy Hump Day, Ray. I'm like, same to you, Uncle Jeff. Oh, Jesus. So, how's everyone feeling?
I just got done watching the reunion.
Like, yeah, Zell, you're like super fresh.
Yeah, because I watched on Peacock one and I had to work last night.
How's your blood pressure?
My blood pressure is fine. I think part 2 of the reunion had my blood pressure up the most. Now I'm just really like, you two are unbelievable. The things that you say out loud are unbelievable. And I literally just threaded this. I said, it's not that I think that Andy did a bad job with this reunion. First of all, who said that there needed to be a hard out at 7:30? I just want to come talk because this is not a reunion where we need a hard out.
No.
When have they ever had a hard out?
I know that Lindsay had Gemma with Miss Liz for an unlimited amount of time. Okay. Yeah. I know that, and what else is there to take care of? That, like, Lindsay's the only one with the fucking baby. Okay, well, everybody else needs to be.
I know Andy has a nanny too. Like,
Andy has children, and now he has a boyfriend. So, like, you're fine. Sit down.
He said he had a date.
Oh,
I had to get out of here.
It reminds me of. It reminds me of in Mean Girls when Tim Meadows is like, we will keep you here all night. And they're like, we can't have him past 4. And he's like, we will keep you here until 4.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Andy, don't let that man start getting in the way of shit. Because don't piss me off.
Focus.
I'm prepared to start that rumor that he already has.
Don't piss me off, okay? Motherfucking date. Whatever. But it felt more like Amanda and West's unwillingness to come with the truth and with any type of like real open vulnerability.
Yeah.
Is the reason why we have to have this next bonus episode of Apartment Hangs. Because and Amanda, like, I don't have any sympathy for her. When Amanda was talking to Bailey, and she's like, it's really hard sitting here with everybody coming at me. First of all, Amanda, when you have been on the other side, when it's been time to come at people, Hannah, Lindsay, Danielle, you're just fine with it. You're just fine with it. You're like, that's what we're here to do. This is how you apologize. Say, I'm sorry that. You have no problem with it. But when it's your actions, when you need to come to the one actually knowing how to apologize, you cannot. She said so many I statements when Andy said, speak to Sierra directly.
My God.
I was disgusted. Okay. So, and then West, I pray to God that this is his last reunion. I pray to God.
I can't with that
Andy
little
seemed
chode.
very annoyed with him.
I know. I mean, because go ahead, Raven. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I'm just like, I was happy in part 3 that he was actually like, his feet were held to the fire, and it was like, you are going to speak for the first time in these 3 parts in 7 hours and actually say fucking something. And like, Amanda is a dumb bitch, but like, she at least spoke. Like, West was just like sitting there like a child in timeout the entire time.
Oh, it's so frustrating. It's so irritating.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we get into all of that, let's do our bitches of the week, our bad and our raggedy bitches. Who would like to start with
Me.
that? Go ahead,
I
please.
recorded with our good friend Chai last week, and she
Oh,
has had me saying
excellent
this.
episode, by the way. Everyone
Thank
needs to
you.
listen to that shit now.
She has had me saying this about people, grown adults, ever since, because it's such a good analogy. She is like super mom. She said when it came to Amanda, she
I
kept
know it's
going,
this.
"Do you know you're in trouble?" And that's just how I feel about so many people now. Do you understand that you're in trouble? So that leads me to Huda Mustafa, raggedy bitch, crawling under that gate. Okay, something you said you did not do. Something
Oh,
you said
yes.
you didn't do. Okay,
We're
you
the
said that
crazy
you didn't
ones.
do it.
Uh-huh.
And then she gets in the comment section because TMZ had the video of her literally walking under, breaking and entering, right? And she goes, "Ha, hope she got that 50K she needed so bad from selling the video to TMZ." And it's like, do you know that you're in trouble?
You're gonna get locked up,
Do
you
you
crazy
know that you
bitch.
did something bad? Like, it doesn't 50K or not. Do you understand that that's an insane thing? You're wandering the streets. Like, what are you doing right now? That's part one, too. Austin from last season made a TikTok, and you know how bad it is when Austin is like, he goes, "I shouldn't say anything, but I have to." He goes, "That
Oh, it's
video?"
something good.
He goes, "What are you doing?" It's so
That's the
simple.
question.
"What are you doing?" And then three, all of a sudden, I get bombarded with a video of Huda talking about postpartum on Low from Laguna Beach's podcast
What?
about how much she went through postpartum, and it just seems insane to me that we are having this type of conversation with and ignoring. I don't know. I was like,
The timing is
interesting.
weird.
It
Mhm.
was, well, I'm sure it was filmed like a minute ago, but I would have bet it was filmed after she broke and entering. Um
Right.
I do think I listen to Rachel Lindsay and Callie Curry's podcast. And Callie Curry has made like points that she thinks all women go through a form of postpartum, and I actually agree with that.
Mhm.
And like she says, it's a scale. And so I'm not denying that Uda went through postpartum. Like, yes, mama, you had a baby, but like it seems like we are talking about that instead of, the many a things that she does. So Huda all around,
No.
I'm
Sh
so sorry. Like you it has to go to you. Her and
That's such
her
a good
fans,
one.
stay away from me. I also have
I can't believe
another.
she has fans.
Oh, girl. I also
She
have
has young kids, and it's actually scary because they think that
yeah,
her behavior is, like, cute
okay.
and funny, and it's like, to the crash out." Like, we are so
No,
far past that. That is
we
not what
are.
this is.
And you know
She's
what?
going to go to jail, or she
Her
should. She's
yeah,
breaking the law left and right. You cannot behave this way.
no, and you know what? I am convinced that the boys of this season would not have had any of her shenanigans
No,
last
they
season if they were
are
there.
pretty shit.
They will not even deal with Melanie. But my second raggedy bitch, I'm so sorry, is Hudson Williams fans. Actually, I'm not sorry about this at all. You guys like you're insane people. And I don't mean like fans of the show, like heated rivalry, and just like, I mean, I like Hudson Williams, very cute young boy.
Mhm.
Picture came out of him with a swastika drawn on him from high school, and
Oh.
the
Oh.
the way this conversation has derailed to people making him the victim and saying that he didn't know that it was drawn on him, and that the person who released the photo is the bad person, and da 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 da. We have to stop this. There is absolutely a conversation we had that the person who released the photo did not do it in good faith because they care about anti-Semitism. Obviously, I'm not going to argue that. But
Mhm.
also, the complete the taking the responsibility away, and also saying that like, oh, he was a kid of a minority in like a mostly white space, that is also a fact. But I also want to say, young black people who keep comparing your experience to Hudson Williams, you need to stop, because you're doing yourself a fucking disservice. Hudson Williams is a minority, but he's also white and Asian. He is not
Mhm.
having the same fucking experience that black kids are having, so don't do that. The fandom it's out of control. They're apparently mad at Peloton because the ad is gone out. You guys weren't buying Pelotons anyway. You were not buying
What?
Pelotons.
Who is
You were
buying a
watching the
Peloton in
ad over and
2026?
over and over. You were watching the
That's-
ad over and over and over. You are not buying a Peloton. Stop
Get
it.
out of here.
Peloton's like, now why am I in it? Hold
Yeah.
on. Wow.
It's just they're
Okay.
taking the fandoms are taking all the conversations that could be had. I don't think that Hudson needs to be fired from any jobs. I don't think that he needs to, you know, not like go and disappear somewhere, but there's definitely a conversation we had. I am 34. I went to high school between 2006 and 2000. Oh, because also part of the conversation, people were like, he didn't know what that was. I went to high school between
What?
2006 and 2010. I knew what a swastika was back then. That is a symbol that's been around for a very, 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 very long time.
Yeah, come on.
Right.
Get
Younger
real.
than me. Stop doing that.
Be
Stop
serious.
doing that.
Yeah. I mean, like, we still had we all had the internet.
Yeah.
We all,
Exactly. It wasn't.
you know, it wasn't like, what
Please.
is this mysterious symbol? I've never seen it before.
Right. Oh,
I didn't go to school with people drawing those things on people. I'm sorry. I don't.
It's not like-
I don't.
neither.
Remember the millennial S's where it was like 3 lines, 3 lines?
Oh,
It's not like we were like,
Yes.
and when you're bored in class, you just draw like 50 of those like you're
Everywhere.
possessed. It's not like we were like, oh, darn, I thought it was one of those. It's like,
No.
you know what
Right.
that
Well,
is.
you just messed it up.
You know what that
Yeah.
is. And if somebody drew something on me, which my mom didn't play that. Like remember when
don't play
kids
that.
used to draw on each other? My
Yes.
mom would be like, don't.
We're
Or the
not
Pen
doing that.
15 Club.
Yeah.
I fell
my-
for that one.
My mom would not, but she did not play that. You can always go look and see what's drawn on you. Like I don't like the excuse that like kids are kids, because I remember this kid touched my butt when I was walking off the bus, and I told my mom, and I was like, it's just like what the boys do, and my mom said harassment.
There we go.
Right.
And she said, it just because it's what they do doesn't mean it's right.
There we go.
Exactly.
Those are
Too
my
much
raggedy
damn
bitches.
playing. That's
Hello?
what she would also say.
Mm-hmm.
Don't piss
Okay.
me off.
Don't. Hannah, what you got?
Okay. I have 2 raggedy bitches.
I
First
love where
one-
this is going. Okay.
First one is Gwyneth Paltrow, because she is currently advertising like condos in Israel in the middle of a genocide, being like, look at this beautiful place. It has everything you need. And I was like, Gwyneth,
Wow.
The fuck?
don't
Oh.
piss me off. I'm like, her whole thing is being out of touch. That's always been her brand. And I'm like, but when like
It's new
people are
level.
literally dying en masse in Israel and Palestine, for you to be like, it's a beautiful place. Come, all rich white women, just live the way I do. It's like, it gives me the ick. Raggedy behavior.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Second
Gwyneth.
one is J. Crew, which is very specific.
Hmm?
But J. Crew just dropped this new campaign that's like Camp J. Crew. And literally you would think that it was shot in like 1996, because it's like all size 0 white women, 1 black model who's also a size 0, no diversity, like hardly at all. And they're like, welcome to Camp J. Crew. And it reminds me of when Taylor Swift used to like post pictures of her 4th of July party. And it was just like, look at me and all my model friends. You're not invited, you
Yes.
fat loser. Like, that's how it feels. And I was just like, how in 2026 is this an ad? And how are people like, yes, this is amazing. Oh my God, so nostalgic. I love it. I'm like, yes, it's nostalgic for all the wrong reasons. Like, it's everything
Exactly.
that was problematic about 90s fashion campaigns. And so I was just like, it felt like J. Crew was just giving the middle finger to like anything progressive or current or like what a brand should be doing. And it pissed me off.
I hate that because
Really
I do
upsetting.
like J. Crew.
I know, me too. And I was like,
Yeah.
I like J. Crew and Olympia, what's her name, who's like their like creative director or whatever. I think she makes a lot of cool decisions for the brand. And I was just like, how did this happen? It's like when the Kendall Jenner commercial happened, the Pepsi one, where I'm like, how many of you sat in meeting after meeting after meeting being like, this is a great idea and we should absolutely invest like hundreds of thousands, whatever, to make this happen?
Oh my God.
Stupid.
I'm looking at it. I
So
hate
am
it.
I. So am I.
Thanks. I hate
And
it.
You know what? That Henry guy, his name's like Henry or whatever.
Yes,
He's
the one
dating
who's dating
Madeline
Madeline
Klein.
Klein. Yeah.
He really pissed me off during this Sierra and Okay, he did not say anything
Saying.
about
What
Sierra
I-
and West. Just so we're clear.
Okay.
He made the statement that I hate when influencers make when they're like, "What are we talking about this and this for? Do you know what's going on in the world?" Yes, I know what's
Oh,
going on in the world. Okay, in his case, he was talking about Alex Earl versus Alex Call Daddy.
Yes.
And he was like, which I'm still convinced that was just like a campaign for both of them. I don't know what. But he was
yeah.
like, he brought up Israel and he brought up I'm like, so I took a look through his page and I said, I don't see you actively talking about the news and doing your part, since that's what we're all supposed to be doing.
You're
I'm not
eating
talking about
frozen
Alex.
yogurt with Madeline Klein.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
I'm not talking about Alex versus Alex. Why? Because it's not my wheelhouse. That's not my type of seasoning, right?
Mhm.
But he continues to like scold everybody on the internet at a time when like that was what West's friends were using, and he also was with West and Sierra at the Super Bowl, being like, "Do you know what's going on in the world right now? And like what our world leaders are doing?" And then he goes into the Epstein files. Well, here's my thing, buddy. Not too much from you, because you're dating Madeline Klein, who went to Coachella with who? Alex Earl. And Alex Earl is what? A Trump supporter. Relax. Shut up.
And that's why.
And there
You
you
are
have
not
it.
about to, because you are not about to scold me. Okay.
Mhm.
Watch your tone, Mr. J. Crew.
And that's why you could be a lawyer if you wanted to be, because the way you string together an argument is like chef's
I
kiss
love
every
it.
time.
And my
I'm like, where
mom
was she
tells
going with this? It's perfect.
It's
Every
my mom
perfect.
time.
No
tells me all
notes.
the time. She's like, I should have fucking put you in law school. But she wouldn't let
It's
me be
not
on
too
debate
late.
team. She wouldn't let me be on debate team because
Well, you were gonna get kicked out of there. You were gonna get that was gonna be a thing, and you were gonna have to bring things home for her to sign. There was gonna be meetings and stuff because you were gonna take it too far. She knew. You nodded that you weren't ready yet.
no,
Now
she
that
said
you're
you're too
fully
powerful.
yes,
You're too powerful
Exactly.
as a
do it
child.
yet. Yeah. Now you know how to use your powers and be in control
Yes.
of them.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have
I
a
don't know that
raggedy
I
bit.
have
Oop,
a bad bitch. Yeah, I don't know.
it's
I feel like
okay.
a little uninspired right
Oh,
now.
I do. I thought we were
Oh,
doing
wait,
have
I
a
guess
bad bitch
Lindsay
first.
Hubbard is the obvious one. I really liked her in this part of the reunion, but we'll talk about it in a second.
Me too. She's like,
Mia
Mindy,
is
I didn't
mine.
learn anything.
Oh, Mia
Mia,
always.
I am shaking in my boots for casting because I need Mia back on
She's gonna
my
come.
screen.
She knows it.
I need her like I
I'm
need air.
sorry.
That 10-minute break, her and Lindsay went in that dressing room, went vertical with that rosé bottle, and said, and Lindsay, and
I have
they probably,
chills.
and I am confident
Chips.
that they had the conversation where Mia was like, I can't say anything, I'm too new. And Lindsay said, I'll say something. And Lindsay went out there and said, you know what, Andy? Or anything. Lindsay,
I
mama,
like
you
that
were speaking
clarity.
in cursive a little bit. You were speaking in cursive a little bit, and I'm totally fine with it. But
So it's
I
been a
said
long day.
Mia, and you know what, Amanda, we'll get into it. Amanda's attitude towards Mia, I could have shut your motherfucking ass up.
I know.
Because who
Grab her
the
by that
fuck are
What
cunt.
you
was that?
talking to?
What was
Yeah.
that? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, now y'all are making me look bad because I don't have a bad bitch, and I'm gonna
Hmm.
stand on that. And you know what? It's okay.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Fine.
My raggedy bitch is going to Aura rings because let me tell you something. I bought my Aura ring in February of 2023. Okay, when you get the ring, and that was the number 3 ring. When you get the ring, it's like, oh, it stays charged for like 7 days, whatever. You don't have to charge it. It's great. Last year, my ring out of nowhere started being like I would have it fully charged, wouldn't last a day. I would take it off of the charger and it would be like, "Oh, you have 23 hours remaining." I'm like, "What? That's not right." So I get on my little laptop and I'm like, "Hey, what the fuck? My ring won't stay charged." I get an automatic reply and they're like, "Oh, no worries. Like, we'll send you a replacement. Whatever." Great. So they're like, "We just need to confirm like your address or something." So then I have to talk to an actual person. And they're like, "Oh, actually, we're not going to send you a replacement. Sorry about that." And I was like, "Well, why not?" They were like, "Oh, your warranty, whatever, by like a month or something." And I said, "Well, that's weird because I was just told that I was going to get it." And they're like, "Oh, that's just the automatic response." And I'm like, "Well, maybe you want to change that because that's not my problem. You told me one thing, now you're telling me another thing. Like, what are you going to do to fix this? Because this is
Right.
unacceptable. The ring's very expensive." So we're like, oh, we can give you $100 off. Like, is that good? I said, no, it's not.
No.
It's actually not. Like, and the number 4 ring had just come out, right? So how convenient. So I'm like, okay, $200 off, fine. But I'm seeing complaints about the number 4 ring. So I'm not really trying to buy that either, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now the number 5 ring has just come out. My shit completely stopped charging. It
No.
will not charge anymore. It will not go past 1%. Like, it's just dead.
Are
I'm
you-
like,
What?
y'all think y'all are slick. Yeah, so I can't, it's useless now.
They're
It
worse than
will not
iPhone.
move. Like, you guys
Kidding.
are a terrible company. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate that shit. I know
In
what
this
you're up to.
economy? What are they, like
Yeah.
$500 rings or something crazy?
Yes.
Holy
Yes.
shit.
That's
Fuck you.
insane.
3 years? That's not enough time for something that's that big of an investment.
It's not, but at least like their reviews are just bad. And like I never
Yeah.
had an issue with that 3. Like it was totally fine
Yeah, yeah.
until that
You,
the
like-
new one came out and they started obviously making it not
Yeah.
work. And I'm like
That's
looking it up.
sketchy.
People are like, "Oh no, it's getting hot. It's exploding when I put it on the charger." Let's just I'm
Oh
not
my
kidding. Shit like
God.
that. And I'm like, okay,
But
well maybe I need to
also,
be done.
from a customer service standpoint, the automatic response being you're going to get a free $500
Yeah, that's
item is
stupid.
insane. That makes
That
no
pissed
sense.
me off
That
so
makes no
bad.
sense.
That's really stupid.
Like, you have to change that. It doesn't have to say that. It would
No.
be like, oh, like, we'll look into your thing or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah.
no worries, we'll send you another replacement.
Right. Someone from
Actually,
our team
just
will
kidding.
get back to you soon. It's not
Yeah,
that
like
hard.
that's always an option. But
Yeah.
saying the automatic response being you're going to get a free ring or we'll send you a replacement is insane.
No, it's giving
Yes, it is.
spam.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, fuck them.
Yeah.
And if you were considering buying another one, proceed with caution, friends. Proceed with
What's the
caution. Do your
opposite of a
research.
brand ambassador? You're like a de-influencer. You're an Oura Ring de-influencer, which honestly, like, I wish those of us brave enough to de-influence an item got like some sort of kickback because like we're saving people so much
Mhm.
money by being like, honestly, don't spend all your money on this. It's not worth it.
Don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
No, literally, because I am the worst. I just bought some makeup and
I need to get more makeup.
I don't. I have a problem.
I
And you
don't,
know
but I'm
what?
gonna
This
keep
was
doing it.
God being like, I told your motherfucking ass not to fucking buy no more of that shit.
Okay, wait, when
Mhm.
we eventually do a girls trip, would you ever like help me with my makeup?
Oh, of course. You're not about to go out looking a mess with me.
Oh my
No,
God, it's so
that's
fun.
great to hear because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need all the help I can get.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, now that we've gotten that out of the way, on to the summer house reunion. Now, can I just say, I'm this close to making Bravo my raggedy bitch for this because
Uh-huh.
I think I shot some texts out actually about Bravo. First of all, yesterday just being like, watch till the very end. Make sure you
Yeah.
watch till the very end, like as if I wouldn't. Like I think everybody watches till the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And everyone, of course, is like, ooh, what is it? What is it? What is it? Whatever. It's a bonus episode that we're gonna be getting next week. Summer House, the aftermath. Showing conversations between Kyle and West, Amanda and Lindsay, and Sierra and Miha. And I said, I know you fucking lying. I was really excited to be done with this last night.
Yep.
So was
I
I.
wanted to
Same.
close this chapter
So was
and
I.
carry on and enjoy my Tuesdays with just Love Island.
Mhm.
And they're
Yep.
like, oh no, we're gonna keep dragging this shit out. Like, I don't think I need it. I don't think I need it, especially Sierra and Miha. What is that?
I would rather it be Sierra and Mia if we're gonna give like Sierra
Yes.
like a conversation, but like respectfully, like I know that Miha like in theory has more details about like who West is off the show and like that's the draw. But part of me is like she doesn't even go here.
Well, I don't care. I
I
don't care about that part. No disrespect to her. Like I know
No,
she's really upset and
totally.
he like really fucked her over, but
Yeah,
like
fuck him.
I don't. Why are we focusing on that?
the
Yeah.
one I am least excited to see is Kyle and West.
That's gonna be a
Because
nothing
Because
burger.
it is. And West, I took note. Like, obviously, I take notes because I do this. But, like,
Mhm.
when I take my notes, I literally draw quotations and I
Oh, you
I
must.
type the exact quote.
Mhm.
Same.
West has already fibbed from what we've seen in the reunion to this sit down with Kyle and him. Saying that you love Amanda and that you've loved her for a while to her husband is
Ritzy.
insane work. And I'm sorry. When Kyle was standing up on that break and Andy was sitting down and Wes was sitting down and he was talking to him, I was like, this is it. He's gonna hit him. I was gonna be like, it's Tom Sandoval style when he punched Jax in the forehead. I was like, this is gonna be it.
Mhm.
But I don't want to see West and Kyle because I truly do, and I want everybody to understand I am not infantilizing Amanda when I say this. I'm not infantilizing Kyle, anything. West works best when he can get somebody one-on-one. And when
Mhm.
he doesn't have all of the chatter and he can really hone in, he is a very deeply manipulative person.
Mhm.
He is a scary person, and I don't mean scary as in like, "Ooh, jump scare," but like the way he's not good with words, but the way he gets people one on one, and how almost every woman before this scandal, and even a little bit after, who had met him and been like, "Well, no, he is very smooth. He's a smooth talker." That's what I mean by scary.
Yeah.
I I'm sorry. I do want West fired. I do want West fired. I know, like, everybody's like, this is a show and blah, 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 blah. West, Lindsay said it best without saying it. Like, you put everybody's job at risk. You fucked up a lot
Yep.
Mhm.
for whatever you're doing here. It's not that I'm like super interested in seeing Miha and Sierra. I love to gather information,
Yeah.
so the more the
Yes.
better.
That's a good point.
The text message of "you win" that she got after the reunion, I am interested in that. Just send them directly to me,
Oh.
Miha. Just send me the screenshots. I won't share them. I would just love to dissect them. Discovery, as they call.
Mhm.
Yes.
I am interested in that. I don't need to see West and Kyle sit down and talk because West is a liar and West
Right.
loves
That's the
West.
thing.
West giving West to sit down with Kyle after this almost seems like a reward instead of a punishment, because
Yes.
this is
I
where he
agree.
thrives, and he's like, oh, I'm still getting more camera time. The motherfucker wouldn't even go get up and check on the woman that he apparently has loved for so long because he thought Andy was going to ask him more questions.
I also can't with him going, like, it's always just him going, I apologize. I apologize. And I apologize for that. He cannot say the word sorry. I think he said the
He's
word
not.
sorry one time the entire reunion. I believe it was to KJ when KJ was like, I considered you a brother. Like, this is really triggering and fucked up for me. But like 9 times out of 10, he can't even say the word sorry. So it's like he's
Mm-mm.
just gonna sit there and like marble mouth his way through a bunch of bullshit with Kyle. And like we're not gonna get anywhere new, which is also why I'm
Yeah.
like Scarlett Johansson marriage story meme, exhausted. Like, don't do this to me. I can't do it again.
Yeah.
Don't, especially if all you're gonna do is sit there and lie. We know he's a liar. So,
Right.
like, what
Mhm.
are we talking about? And Amanda
Yeah.
too, bitch. Like, I don't want to talk to you. And I know Lindsay's a professional and that's what this is, but like, I don't really care to hear from her. You didn't say anything worth hearing on that fucking stage. And what you did say was a bunch of bullshit. But you know what? Let's get into that.
Mhm.
Bailey.
Mm. Mm.
There she was, pissing me off again.
I always know who Bailey
Oh,
was.
you hanging in there, Amanda? I'm
I was
just
like, what are you
genuinely worried
doing?
about you. What? And you notice nobody else was around when she did that shit either. And Amanda's like, maybe I'm naive. And I feel like we've had a lot of conversations and blah, blah, blah. Maybe this is a huge mistake and I'll wake up one day and realize it. Maybe? Maybe all of those things? Oh, you're really like,
Bailey
you,
said,
something's wrong with you.
and I quote, with tears in her eyes, I genuinely worry about you so much. Why are
Where
you
was the
worried about
crying coming
somebody who's
from?
not? She was crying. Why are you worried about somebody who's clearly not worried about themselves? Just like I said about Sierra, Amanda, and Mia, when Mia and Sierra were giving her those like lessons and pouring in her. You cannot be friends with somebody who will not stand up for themselves. You cannot be that person for them in
No.
any way, shape, or form. Of course, there's a difference between right and wrong. I can think how your husband speaks to you is wrong. but you unwilling to stand up for yourself. And Amanda has positioned herself over and over and over again to be the victim, to the point where everything Amanda heard at this reunion, when she's like, I have to think about that. I have a lot to think about. She got her ass on that plane to Rome after filming this fucking reunion. She is not thinking about it in the sense of, oh, wow, let me like zoom out and really consider my actions. She is like, perfect. I am now in the position that when this blows up in my face, I am no longer going to be the bad guy. I am going to be the person that Wes manipulated, and I'm going to become another one of his victims. And don't get me wrong. I do think that West has isolated Amanda. I do.
Yeah, that was
But Amanda, and I have a problem saying this about a woman. I really do. How can you be so weak?
I know.
How
Well, I
can
have no problem
you
saying that.
be
She's
so fucking weak right now?
I know.
I don't understand how anybody in her life can sit by and watch this happen. And I'm sorry, and I say allow this to happen, but then we're back where we were with Kyle and her and Sierra and Mia saying, stop letting life happen to you. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. It's one full circle. She needs to go to shock therapy. Go somewhere.
I know.
something, it needs to be something extreme, whatever it is, because it's not clicking. She's so pathetic and weak. And like,
And
I don't
I
have the
keep
patience.
saying this on my show, but it's like her parent, like I blame her parents because I'm like, you raised an entitled brat who
Totally.
isn't used to any sort of consequences.
Mhm.
And like her privilege is so off the charts
Yeah.
that like actually being like held accountable for her actions like doesn't compute in her brain. And she's still finding ways to be like, but I didn't mean it. I'm just a victim. She doesn't know how to be like, Sierra, I'm so sorry. Like,
No.
Yeah.
and even when she's tried, floppy air quote, to like give off that vibe throughout the 3 parts of this reunion, there's like a whininess and like a snottiness to her voice where I'm like, you're literally saying this because you feel like you're supposed to, but you're like eye rolling vocally. Where she's like, I know, and I'm like really sorry. And it's like that's very different than genuinely
Yeah.
apologizing.
Exactly.
I think her attitudes with Mia really showcase like her entitlement and her lack of remorse.
Mm-hmm.
Because I forget what it was that she said that Mia literally was just like, Mia didn't say anything. She
Yeah.
just was like, and she was like, I don't care if you don't believe me. And Mia was
I
like,
don't care
okay.
if you laugh or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Mia goes, okay, I don't. And she was like, and I was like, watch your fucking mouth. And I think maybe because I am a person that like literally Megan just told me about my facial expressions the other day. And like when people are saying things to me and stuff, and like when I hear nonsense,
Mhm.
or things that I believe don't make sense. I
Your
don't know
face
what
is
you
gonna
want
do
me
what
to
it does.
Yeah.
I don't know
You
what
can't
you want me to
control
do
it.
about that. Like, I don't know. I don't like that we're gonna talk more about my face versus what's coming out of your mouth.
Because that's
And
where we need to focus.
you don't
So
like it
true.
because you're clocking in real time that whatever you're giving to me, I'm not buying it.
You
And
know
that's
it's
why you're mad.
bullshit.
That's why you're mad.
Exactly. And
You're not mad at me because of my face.
no, you're mad because you're lying and you're just saying bullshit. And that's the
Mhm.
thing. It's like, Amanda, just keep saying whatever you're saying. Carry on talking. You don't have to keep stopping and being like, you can laugh. You don't have to believe. You didn't like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm
just
not
stand
going
on
to,
it.
and so carry on. That's why when she's
Exactly.
whining and she's like, but no one's gonna listen to me, so it's hard to sit up here like, just say what you gotta say. You came in here with the fuck everybody attitude, so where is that in those moments?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
keep talking. Say your piece.
No, it's
Yeah.
so true. It's like if she at least had the balls to like stand on business when it comes to like what she's saying, what she's doing, it's like I would have more respect for that in a weird way
Mhm.
where it's like at least you like are totally resolute in what you've done and you're going to stand by it. But this like that's the thing is even the eye rolling being like, well, no one's going to let me talk. Well, you're laughing at me. It's still a way to flip the narrative and be like, I'm the victim of this circumstance. Like no one's letting me speak my truth. And I'm like, you're not letting yourself speak your truth because you're not being honest.
No, and not only that, I'm sorry, I have a huge problem with hypocriticalness of it all, because I'm going to go back to not only, and God knows, y'all know I will not, it'll be a cold day in hell before I be standing up for Hannah fucking Burner, right?
Yeah.
But I said this back then and I stand by it now. When everybody was like, this is a pile-on with Hannah Burner. When you do things to people, when you do things to others that affect others, and then you make it to where everybody has an individual problem with you, it's not that, oh, now everybody, too many people have a problem with this one person, and we cannot all say our problem because it's too many people having a problem with them. Same thing applies for Amanda. You were like, nobody's going to let me talk. When it was Hannah's turn to do terribly at that reunion and sit on that stage and fire up the grill on her, you had no problem not letting her talk. And not only that, you took it upon yourself to be the Greek chorus and be like, come on, Hannah. Like, can you believe I would have talked to you as a friend, Hannah? And then couple seasons later, when it was Lindsay's turn, and Lindsay was trying to have her one-on-one conversation with Sierra and get to their differences, the root of their differences. You were like, you apologize and you say, I'm sorry that my actions hurt you. You took it upon yourself to be the Greek chorus. But now, when it's your turn to act, and I don't think Lindsay is trying to say this to be a fucking shit the way you were being a fucking shit. I don't think Lindsay's on a moral high ground the way you were on a moral high ground. Lindsay cares about this motherfucking show. That's a mother.
Exactly.
She got a good child to feed. She got Miss Liz to pay. Okay? She is literally trying to get to the root of what the fuck happened here and why are you guys not being honest? But Amanda has been able to not be honest the entire fucking time and Kyle, you look amazing in your People magazine interview. You really do. I've never thought a blonde man has looked that well. Okay? Start saying what you and Amanda's fights consisted of behind the scenes or shut the fuck up. Enough. I get it. You have already come to terms with you were going to be the villain. Your behavior was not okay. Start filling in some blanks for us or move on with Sally. Go DJ and get Loverboy out of the fucking mud, but I don't want to fucking hear it anymore.
Yeah.
Unless we're going to start telling the real truth about the Amanda that we don't see on screen and those parts of that marriage, I don't want to fucking hear it.
We need new information.
Yeah.
It feels like we're circling the drain at this point, which is also why when they were like, oh my God, like, surprise, new episode, my eyes rolled back into my head and I was like, I so want to get off the ride and just fully commit to, like you said, Raven, I just want to be in Happy Love Island land. I'm already fucking 7 episodes behind, okay? I'm going through a lot right now. Yeah. I'm not proud, but I was visiting my family over the weekend. I had no time to sit down and watch. So I'm like, I'm literally like, I need every other show to get the fuck out of my way so I can commit to what's important. And that is Love Island. And also my day job has actually been forcing me to use my full brain. So I can't have a background show right now. So I'm really behind. And it doesn't get easier the further behind you get. So I'm like, everyone needs to back the fuck off, especially Bravo, because I'm ready to move on and gallivant around in Fiji with all these hot, unhinged young people.
Yeah. Everybody leave Hannah alone.
Literally.
She has stuff to do. Okay?
I literally only just saw the welcome dance like yesterday. The girl with the bangs who does the splits and is like humping the ground. Those bangs are a problem.
They are a sight to see, aren't they?
They're as offensive as all 3 parts of this reunion combined.
You're in for a treat. And by treat, I mean bullshit.
Wait, sorry, last question about Love Island. Are there any like ridiculously hot people that arrive?
Yeah.
Because the first group, they're cute, but like I'm not feeling a ton.
First of all, touch on my baby Sincere.
Okay. Oh, Sincere.
Brother.
I know, Raven. I know,
brother.
I know.
You and Sincere, it's me and Sean. Okay.
Ew.
Casey. Ew.
Oh,
I think Casey is so handsome.
He's so handsome. He's such a good guy.
And I was so upset when no one stood behind his door.
Me too. I was like, are you fucking
It's
kidding me?
confusing.
He is so precious, but sincere. My baby.
Well,
Not
when
too much.
Charlie's brother showed up, I said,
Oh,
hold
hold
on.
on. No, actually, because he's my number one.
Because
Oh.
Charlie last year, like, put me into psychosis. I thought he was the
I-
hottest person I've ever seen.
Ew.
Oh.
You're like, okay, now we're going to move on.
Here's
I
the
don't-
thing. Charlie
yeah.
looked better. Charlie looked better outside of the villa.
Okay,
They
wait.
looked different.
Did I
They
forget
They
what
looked
he
different in
looked
the
like?
photos. He looked much better. I was like, wait a minute, he didn't look like that inside. But his attitude is stank, and
His
his brother's
attitude-
attitude is stank.
What did Charlie Jr. do?
We can't talk about it in front
Okay,
of Hannah.
listen.
Okay,
The guys,
okay.
listen. I literally said the guys were whacking my sisters yesterday, and unfortunately they had points. So I need the girls to never put themselves in that fucking position again.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Women in
Okay.
male-dominated fields.
No, that you're correct. You are correct. You are
You know
correct.
what?
But I love Kata and Charlie Jr. I really like them. I don't know what it is about Charlie Jr., but I am like,
He's doing it for you.
He's doing it for you. He's very hot.
Interesting.
I just looked up Charlie, and I will say, I remember last summer being like, he's so hot. And now, a year later, these pictures aren't doing as much for me as he did for me last summer.
It was his attitude. It was his attitude.
There was
But
like a smugness to him.
sometimes the
Mhm.
attitude comes in handy because when he came into Beyond the Villa whacking
Oh, he
them,
really had an
said-
attitude then. But
I
you
never
know
watched
what?
that show. Do I have to go
Don't-
back?
I didn't watch it
No.
either. I just
No,
watched
you
the
don't.
clips. I just
No.
watched the clips, and that was funny because he said,
It was
well,
fair.
No, it was. And he did. There's a calmness about how he does it. But that's the only thing I'm going to give him because then when he gets online, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
Exactly. Okay. So back to Summer House. That was so
Yes.
much fun. We're gonna have to talk about Love Island once Hannah gets caught up. So Andy asked them, when did it start to feel more like friendship? And here we go with the bullshit. February, March, we're hanging out with my friends a lot. But actually we have mutual friends, Amanda's friends, but then he kept saying his
Yeah.
friends. I'm like,
Yeah.
don't try and just you're doing it again. You're still lying.
Yeah.
And he was like, it was a treat for me to see Amanda happy. And so like that really did it. And then Amanda was like, it wasn't like a slow burn for me. It just like clicked. So basically that time when West was like, is there something between the two of us? She was like, yeah. And then they just got together. I'm like, that sounds crazier, Amanda. That feels crazier to me.
Reckless.
They denied having an affair over the summer. And that's when Mia was like pointing out all the wildly inappropriate.
Thank God.
God bless.
Yes,
Mia.
because I'm
God.
like, it needs to come up. And she's like, your hand was dangerously close to her breast. You were totally calm when we were talking in the kitchen. And then he, gave you a hug.
The
and hugging you
crying.
tight, the crying,
Yeah.
and kissing you on the forehead and all this. And
Uh-huh.
Amanda.
She said, Mia said, I'm not finished. After
Yes.
the first one, she said, I'm glad you
Marvelous.
asked, Andy. She was like, this. I'm not finished. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Pissed me
I
off.
was
And she's
asked a
like, "Yeah, like,
question. I was asked a fucking
Exactly.
question. First of all,
Yes.
and what you're mad about is that I have my ducks in order. I need to look up when Mia's birthday is because that is an organized bitch right there. And I
So true.
appreciate it. I appreciate her coming with the motherfucking facts.
Yes, and
Mhm.
the way she approaches it too.
It is
She's
so
like, Andy, can I say something?
Yep.
Very polite. She's like, can I say
You
something?
sure can.
I have
You
a
sure can.
question. Da 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 da, whatever. But what pissed me off with Amanda, because she was doing it throughout this whole part, is she's like, you guys are looking at it through a different lens, and it's really easy to pick out things. And no, it was inappropriate then too, and it was weird.
Yes.
It was weird when you were doing that shit
then.
then.
And well, she said this that pissed me off. She goes, I think you guys would have called something out last summer if you thought what was happening was so egregious. First of all, a lot of the things that happen, the clues between you and West, are happening while other things are happening. First of all. Secondly, she's like, if you guys thought it was weird back then, why didn't you say something? Speaking of her speaking up for like Sierra when West kissed that girl. They're like, hindsight is 20/20, Amanda. when met with new facts. Don't sit here and try to play us against the audience and play us against the internet and act like
Exactly.
we are so stupid for
Right.
falling for this internet okey doke. When one, again, Amanda, you have been trying to convince us that everything is on the internet is fact and that
Mm.
we should take it seriously when it comes to Kyle and when it comes to
Mhm.
you being the victim. But now when it comes to you being in the hot seat, everybody is stupid for
And
pointing things
crazy.
out, for noticing things, and
Right.
for being, and like, it was so shocking to me to hear the things coming out of her mouth about the whole internet in the show in general. Like, I was like, you actually cannot be trying to sell us this bridge or this, what is the saying, this ocean in Idaho or whatever the fuck they say. That is what you are trying to fucking do right now. And I you ooh, I have no words.
I know.
Exactly. And it's like, well, no, what would we have thought? We would have never thought that you would have done this shit. So
Exactly.
there's also that part of it. Like, that is crazy.
Mhm.
But I love that Kyle was like, I thought it was weird that you were yelling at me about that.
It was
He
weird.
did say that. Yeah. Cause she was getting mad at Kyle for being like, why are you getting
Yeah.
so worked up about
It's so
Wes? And she's like,
embarrassing.
don't start with me, Kyle.
I
I'll
know.
start yelling at you next. Don't piss me off. She's a freak.
Also, like, yeah, that's like something that I know that Sierra, like, I think she mentioned on this part that she just like felt like dumb, like watching those last couple
Mhm.
episodes.
Yeah.
And I like so feel for her, but I just want to be like, babe, trust me. Amanda looks really dumb. You just look like a girl who's like deeply in love with a guy who's a fuckboy, and like who among us hasn't been there before? Amanda looks like a fucking psycho loser. Also,
An
I will
asshole.
say, yeah, and an
Mhm.
asshole. Also, hell has frozen over because Jesse Solomon wasn't unlikable this episode for me in the grand scheme of people. And that's concerning. I mean, he was being full. Someone online said he went full Sheena mode with his tears. And he just kept, he was like, didn't expect to be so emotional about this, but I'm not sure. You know, I don't know if we can recover from this. But I really was like, when Jesse Solomon is more likable than more than one person on this stage, like, that's concerning for me.
I feel nothing about Jesse. I know
Uh,
people from the other one, people were like, we have to stop making fun of Jesse and his singing. I don't.
Oh, no.
One.
I'm never gonna
Two,
he needs to
when
stop singing
he's
at
like,
me.
yeah. And that's why I blocked him.
Exactly.
And that's why I blocked him. And and so I took, Jesse doesn't have to stop singing. I took it and I took control of the situation as far
Yeah.
as I'm concerned.
Unlike
And I
West.
blocked, I blocked him.
Yeah.
I got
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
threat to my ears away from me. Okay.
Yes.
Two, when he was over there crying, I was just like, okay.
Okay, here we go.
I
It
mean,
at
he's crying. I
least
don't feel anything about him crying. I'm like, okay, he's
me
crying.
neither.
I don't like,
I didn't feel anything about it, but it at least made a little more sense because I'm like, you're not gonna stop being friends with Wes. Like, you do, what are you so upset about right now? Like, I'm just a little confused. But when he
Yes.
said that, like, I guess a good friend of his had just hooked up with one of his exes or
and
something, and
lied.
that's why and lied about it. So I was like,
He was triggered.
oh, okay, okay. All right. It's making a little more sense because before that I was like, what the fuck are
What
you
is
so
going
upset
on?
about?
Can I
It's
point something out too that
Mhm.
I felt was diabolical? We ask Amanda something. Lord knows we've asked her a lot. And she reveals that she did not watch the season. She stopped watching the season and that she hasn't revisited it.
Dock
Oh,
her pay,
And
dock her pay.
then
yes.
you ask Sierra, which actually I have to point out two things. Kyle, Sierra, and Lindsay low-key whacked Amanda when they were like, we watched it and we have work.
That was
Kyle was like,
Kyle was like, I was working
Kyle goes, I have to work.
until
Okay.
3 o'clock in the
But
morning. I was
yeah,
up.
Sierra was like, Lindsay had to come over and pick me up off the floor because I had to go to work. So I could do my job, right?
I
Yeah.
know you can't
But
relate,
no,
but
you can't.
No kidding.
And Amanda, you can't relate. But we asked Sierra like what it was like watching it back, and she literally gets emotional and she's like, it's really hard for me to see how much I poured into Amanda those last two episodes, and I just feel so stupid from where we are now. And again, she's getting emotional. And then Amanda's like, I didn't watch the rest of this season. I haven't watched it because I know what watching it, what I can pinpoint what people are going to say about me.
Stupid bitch.
I literally, my mouth dropped. I said, you did not just say that. You did not, even if that's how you feel, you did not just
I know.
fucking sit here and
Pull the
tell us,
vest.
I have not watched this because I know what people are going to say about me and I know it's how it's going to make me look. You could not even for a second have the wherewithal to be like, I cannot watch it because I remember being in it and I remember how hard Sierra rode for me and how emotional everyone is
Right.
at that when we were leaving the house. And it hurts me because I'm so conflicted watching it back, and I'm going to just remember all the fucked up things that I did
The shame.
and where I went wrong in my relationship with Sierra in general. Not even Kyle. Take the Kyle out of it. You sat here and you fucking said, I know what everybody's going to think about me. And that just also proves to me that you have designed it this way for so long. You had no problem watching when you knew that Kyle was going to be the asshole. Lindsay was going to be the asshole. Everybody who did things to Amanda was going to be the asshole. And you're like, I ate that.
Yeah.
I ate that. What the fuck are you doing? Are you
Loser.
okay?
No, very, very much
Weak.
not okay.
Weak loser.
A weak loser. She's like, I know is getting dragged on the internet and like, I just can't handle that or think about what people are saying. Get off the fucking internet, bitch.
Yeah.
That's a start.
But you
And now
think
you know what
Kyle
they're
and
gonna
Lindsay
say,
and
'cause you
Sierra
think
should
the
be
same
able
thing
to
about
handle it?
yourself.
You think I'm too weak. I deserve to be on this show, and I've been here since day one in the shadows, and I deserve my things, my ads and stuff. But I'm too weak to be judged on the internet with the rest of my castmates. I can't handle that.
Yeah. She's just
No.
a baby. She
Not
don't know.
once has Amanda ever started any type of Be Kind campaign towards anybody that she has set her sights on. Luke, Lindsay, Kyle, anybody. Has she ever gotten on the internet or complained about the internet when it was those people getting their asses handed to them on the fucking internet? And even, I'm so sorry, even now to this day, Lindsay is probably the best person to fucking talk to her because Lindsay has just became a fan favorite. Lindsay had to put in the time, and people
We
still
had to
will
put
be
in the
like,
time too.
hello, I have clocked in.
Yeah.
I have clocked in for that bitch. Okay.
It's been
But
a
like,
long road.
but like, you literally, you think everybody should be able to handle this, but not me. But not me. I can't handle it. Shut the fuck up. You're the, oh God.
That's the thing. Like, she's never had to learn how to be resilient or learn how to
no.
fend for herself or deal with the consequences of anything, whether it's something she did or someone around her did. Like, she's just always been able to kind of coast. And it's like, no, yeah, I think it should literally be in their contracts. Like, you have to watch the episodes. Because how are you going to get on this reunion stage and talk about this and understand why, or pretend to understand why the internet is so mad at you, why Sierra and Kyle are so hurt, if you're not even willing to look your own behavior in the face and be like, yeah, this is what people are going off of.
Well, not only that, I have to say this. You guys, and I want everybody listening to understand how deep Amanda has always been in comment sections, to the point where when the whole Carl and Lindsay getting engaged and Lindsay versus Danielle shit was happening, and people were starting to make points for Lindsay, I'm not going to say which creator it was, but I'll tell you guys afterwards. The creator messaged me and was like, because we were on the same side of things of Lindsay's not exactly wrong here when it comes to the whole Danielle of it all. And they said, Amanda is in my comment section, liking every bad comment. Not only every bad comment against Lindsay, but people claiming that I am being biased towards Lindsay. Because we can see that. We can see that.
So embarrassing.
Right. We could
She
see
was
all
in
of it.
and she's not, that creator is not the only one that she is not the only one's comments that she's been in. Okay. Amanda is so deeply enthralled in the internet and the internet of it all, and she has relished when it has been her other castmates getting their asses handed to them online. But when it's her, again, things just happen to her. She just happened to have feelings for Wes. Wes just happened, like, no, no.
Also, piggybacking off of that, you're going to sit here and say, like, I couldn't watch the show. And also, oh, the like how much I care meme that I posted. I didn't put any thought into that. I wasn't thinking about any of this. I was just picking trending sounds that Instagram suggested for me. It was such an oversight. It was a very dumb oversight. It's like, we know you're chronically online. We know you're in the comments. We know how women use Instagram. We're not fucking stupid. Like, women use Instagram to convey very specific things about themselves and their lives. And like, for you to be like, I didn't even think about it. Bitch, yes, you did. Shut the fuck up.
At the very least, I'm setting a mood. At the very least, I'm setting mood. 1, 2. Amanda has never put up carousels before with like memes or reactions or like, graphics. She has never fucking done that ever. 2, she tried to say trending sound and then she said suggested for you. I need her to understand, and I know she understands, that trending and suggested for you are 2 different tabs on Instagram. And the suggested for you on Instagram is very tailored to what you have been posting and what you have been liking. Like, I literally put up, like, if I put up a song, I don't really like to do the trending because I have a vibe that I'm trying to set, right? I like a lot of like 90s R&B, early 2000s R&B. My suggested is a lot of that. It's a lot of that. It's not what's trending, mama. And Miss Creative Director, I think you know that.
You know
She
that.
does, and it's you can't.
Listen,
I'm so tired of her talking to everybody like they're stupid, and like these lies might work on your parents or like your one friend or whoever the fuck, but
Katie
like
DeLuca.
this is what you came here with today.
Well, I will say I hate Bethany Frankel, but do you remember when she said to Sonia, like, you can't be smart and stupid?
Yes.
That's how I
She ain't
feel.
with that, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, a broken clock is right twice a day, okay? And I feel that way about Amanda and Wes, to be honest. You can't be smart and stupid at the same time. So pick one.
No, and
Well,
it's
not only that. Also, I want to highlight this because we got off of this way too early. Andy brought up Brianna Chicken Fry and what's the man's name?
Dave Portnoy, that misshapen football-faced man.
Right, correct. Leather. But
Yeah,
he brought him up and everybody was like, oh yeah. Amanda, under her breath, when her mic picked it up, whoever was responsible for turning Amanda's mic up, thank you. You get a raise. Amanda was like, so fucking stupid. He's a fucking idiot. And all they said was, no, it wasn't happening on Super Bowl. Brianna Chicken Fry, a lot of things. And I don't like that she got online and was like, Amanda and Wes have been nothing but nice to me, but I haven't spoken to them.
Yeah.
Being nice to people, there's a difference between nice and kind. Being nice to people is 2 different things. And if you think, I'm so sorry, any of those girls that are friends with Wes, platonic friends with Wes, if you think that Amanda is being nice to you just because that's who the person she is, you're dumb. Don't be dumb. Okay. And I get it. You think you know these people in real life, I would argue you should probably watch the show as well. But Brianna Chicken Fry apparently has like an allegiance to the truth, because what she said was, I'm not taking back anything I said. Wes did tell me that, and I told Dave, and maybe I fucked up telling Dave, but I was told that. I'm not a liar. You're not about to make me be a liar. She said, but they have also been nothing but nice to me. And I said, I can respect that, Brianna, because I guess she was dating some country singer who was short and has like, he looks like a Roblox character, and he tried to have her sign an NDA.
Oh, yeah.
When
what
they
was his
broke
name?
up. I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna know.
Yeah, that was like a big scandal.
Yeah, he tried to have her sign an NDA when they broke up and like give her like $50K or something like that. I don't know. And she was like, no.
Listen, I'm running this
And so
now.
I said, I can appreciate your allegiance to the truth. But at the same time, where she then went to piss me off was she was like, West has been a good friend to me. Brianna, you told us that you slept with West. And then he turned around and told us all. But you guys and you were like, what a fucking idiot. You guys are still friends. You are exactly the type of girl that West wants because you fell in line. And I'm not saying she fell in line like she was manipulated by him. She was getting out of a relationship and she really like wasn't interested in dating him, right? I can accept that. But you understand that you shared your body with him. He then told the fucking world that you slept with him. Okay. And then when it was so clear that he fucked up, when it
Sorry, my
was so
computer is
clear,
about to die. Keep going.
no, you're fine. When it was clear that he told everybody that you guys have been fucking around or whatever, you're like, you're such a fucking idiot, but whatever. And then you continue to be friends with him. That's the type of girl he wants.
Yep.
You fell, and
Exactly.
essentially you fell in, and I'm not telling her not to be friends with him, right? Like, whatever. You don't like him. You don't like him too much. That's perfect for him.
Exactly. Another thing, Kyle, I feel like this question was asked multiple times, and of course they weren't really answering it, and certainly not honestly. And he was like, when did something physical start? Seriously. And when they start swearing on lives and dogs, I said, oh, you're fucking lying to me. Stop lying. Why are we still lying here today? Because Amanda wants to just go on her I'm not a cheater rant so
She is a
bad because
cheater. She
Kyle
already
will have to
admitted
be
that
the
she's a
only
cheater.
one.
She
It's
already
really
admitted that she's a
frustrating.
cheater. I'm so sorry, Raven. I'm sorry.
No, you're
She
fine.
already admitted that she's a fucking cheater. And
I
that's
know.
another thing that drove me crazy during this. She's like, I am not a fucking cheater. You are. You literally sat there and you told us that you knew that Wes was dating someone else and that you felt stupid because you had already kissed him and your feelings developed. And Mia had to tell you, yes, you should.
Yeah,
Stupid.
you should. It's embarrassing.
You are a cheater. You are a cheater. You are a cheater. You are a cheater. You just don't, you cannot admit when you are the other woman. Like Mia said, you went from being married, and I'm not saying your marriage is perfect, but you went from being married to one of West Side bitches. That's crazy.
Yeah. Everything's okay when Amanda does it in her own.
Everything's fine when she does
There's
it.
always an excuse.
Everything.
There's always a reason. There's always a but, as opposed to just like, I fucked up.
And this bitch slipped up and literally, she is the pick-me final. She's one of the pick-me final bosses. I feel like there's someone ahead of her, but she's up there. She's one of the Thanos
You have
ranks.
to make a list.
He literally said, when they said, why did you release the statement? She said, I needed clarity with the Miha, what was going on with Miha. So I forced the statement. You forced this because you can't force him to do anything. You
Same
forced
way she
his
forced
hand.
Kyle.
You forced his hand to release this statement with you so that you were hoping that would be a kaput on the Miha statement, on the Miha of it all, because you knew he was dating that girl. Or at the very least, you couldn't figure out what was going on because you knew he was lying to you. So
and carried on with him.
Instead of talking to Miha directly, instead of saying, what the fuck am I doing? I'm getting out of a marriage.
Wake up.
This boy, I can't figure out what the fuck is going on with this guy. I don't need any of this. Fuck
What
this.
am I doing?
Let me be alone. Instead of waking up and saying what I'm doing, you said, let's put out this statement so I can final boss this bitch.
Yeah.
She has to be picked.
To Rome.
Right. And the thing is, I love that Mia was like, so let me get this straight. You put that statement out because of all of that, the Miha thing. So not because you were like worried about your friendship or like hurting Sierra or anything like that. That didn't cross your mind?
And it didn't.
Oh, okay. Just needed clarity.
Right.
Check that question
Just
off of my
confirming you are actually this big of an asshole.
If I were Miha, I would. She seems to be such a more demure girl than me. Because what's that sound?
Yes, she's putting together his fucking furniture.
Oh,
he's gallivanting
never
around
be
the
me.
Hamptons. I still can't get over that.
What's that sound on TikTok? I got these bitches mad again. I would literally be like, y'all ever pissed a bitch off so bad she wondering about your whereabouts that she had to put out a fucking statement and blow up her life? I have. I would
Put a
be
finger
on
down,
that
maybe.
I would be on that motherfucking ass. I'd be like,
Same.
put a finger down if you had a bitch so motherfucking shook that she blew up her life, her friendship, her marriage, her career. to final boss your ass, and you sitting over here still making ties. My life still great, and I got on your show, bitch. I would be on Amanda's ass if I were Miha, calling her a loser every single motherfucking chance I got.
Same.
You had the worst thing to do is let me know that I shake you. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Once I know that I bother you, once I know that my presence bothers you, it's a wrap. I'm gonna keep bothering you.
I love
I
that.
am, especially if you've been a fucking cunt to me. Oh, it's a wrap.
Especially then.
It's a
Well, you
wrap.
deserve it.
It's I was gonna say I feel like if we need like Maddie Perez on the case, like we need someone to like find Amanda and just like beat her ass and not be afraid to be like, you're a fucking loser.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And she needs that. So they say that they are monogamous. No. Okay. Andy was like, since you guys said that you had feelings for each other or whatever, have you been monogamous? And Wes was like, yeah. Well, no. But since the statement, yes. And Kyle started sobbing upon hearing this. And I said, oh my God, Kyle,
Pull yourself
get yourself together.
Yeah.
What is, I'm going to laugh at you every time you do this because why are you crying over there? Jesus. You like, okay, he can be upset or whatever, but it's just like, Kyle, you gotta get a hold on this, all right? Sit
Kyle
up
was going to
straight.
stick it out with that girl. Kyle was going to
Which is
stick it out with
crazy.
that girl and let her continue to not touch him.
Crazy.
Not be in. You know what? I need clarity on this also. Amanda says Kyle spent the night in Hoboken on New Year's Eve 2026. According to the city, she signed a year lease in September. So how he gonna come home when y'all don't live together? How did he not
Okay.
come home when y'all don't live together? Your
'Cause
home
you
is not
said you
his
had
home.
you had to pack your sneakers, so in case you needed
You
to
had to
run
run
away
away
from
from.
him. You were pretending this whole time like you weren't just gonna try and get a divorce from him. Just stringing this man along for reasons I don't know. Oh
What the
no, we're
fuck?
not being separated. We just need a little space. Da, 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 da. Okay, girl. So West does feel pressure to make this work. That's not nice to hear, is it, Amanda?
Oh
She's still
my
sitting there
God.
looking like an idiot, saying nothing. And Andy was like, you know, West, like you clearly have commitment issues, so this whole thing just seems kind of dangerous to me. And West was like, well, yes. I agree. I was
When
like,
he said, I
oh.
have been not honest with a zillion girls that I've
He
been
said,
with,
I
I
haven't
said,
been clear with them about a
Are you
zillion girl. I said a zillion?
a zillion?
Wow. So none of them.
And Amanda's like, but I can fix him. That it'll be different for me.
That's my man, and I'm gonna stick beside him.
And I'm going to keep saying this. It is baffling to me that I've seen Amanda on TV for 10 years. No holds bars when it comes to her relationship with Kyle. She will tell us all of the ugly, dirty details about, well, his ugly, dirty details. I've never heard her say, this is private. We had a conversation and
No.
it was
Oh,
a private
never
conversation.
private.
I've never heard her say that about Kyle. West, time after time. Why do you think this? Why do you think it's this? What have you guys talked about? Whatever. We had a conversation. It was private. I think it was, again, I think it was might have been Callie Curry and Rachel Lindsay as well, said that the reason she keeps saying that we had a private conversation and she won't reveal the details is it because it feels like it's like one of the only things that she can still keep close to her chest, because once she reveals what was actually said in these conversations, it opens it up for other women to be like, yeah, he said that to me too.
Right.
And
That's
that's
such a
and
good
she
point.
cannot deny or live in this la la land anymore of he cares for me, he loves me, it's me that he wants, not anybody else.
He chose me.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she
That's
needs to
so-
be chosen. She's a
Ugh.
pick me after all. Oh my
Ugh.
God. Well, okay, let me see what else. Amanda, at a certain point, Andy, this is when I think he was getting frustrated with her. He was like, Amanda, this is a friend betrayal, okay?
He was frustrated with both of them.
Yes, he's like, Sierra is sitting right here. She's lifting you up and helping you out all summer. Like, do you want to say something to her? And then it was the like, oh, I just like did a really shitty thing. Sierra was like, you're still doing it.
In
And Andy was
regards
like,
to
but
what? And
right,
she
but
said in
like,
regards
what's
to what?
going on? What are you feeling? Like, speak to Sierra about it in regards to. Oh, you know what? Just get out of here.
I think I
Just
would
get
have
outta
slid
here.
off the couch. If
'Cause
I
what do
were
you
any of
mean?
those people, I would have slid off the couch. Can I also point something out?
Yes.
Because I was like, Amanda, this is crazy. Carl didn't say one fucking word this entire part of the finale. And then when he hears that Amanda still wants to try with Wes, he leaned up very what's Melanie like from Love Island
Yes.
and said, "You have heard all of this and heard that he was fucking four of the girls plus your best friend at the time, and you're still interested in trying with him? Amanda, come on." And she
I
goes,
said, "You stupid bitch."
Yeah,
she literally
literally.
goes, "Okay." I
It's
said,
the attitude again. It's like,
Oh,
hold on, baby. What we not gonna do, and I never thought I would be Carl Radke, get the fuck behind me.
I know,
Because
strange
bitch,
times.
I know you not talking to Carl Radke like that. I know there's no way Amanda Batula is talking to Carl Radke like that. When she and I felt this way the last part of the reunion when she said it felt good for a man in the house to finally have my back.
Carl has had your
Carl
back. He
should have
just didn't want to
stood.
fuck
Carl
you.
should have
He
shot
was
the
about to beat
fuck
Kyle's
up.
ass.
Yeah.
Multiple times. He has told him multiple times about how he treats his wife. He is all, but sometimes against his own ex-fiance. He has had
That's
your
true.
back, Amanda. How dare you talk to Carl like that? How dare you? Okay, I roll. Are you fucking well? He married you two. He has done not. You sat there and said that
She'd
Carl
probably
was
blame it on
tainted.
him.
Right.
Carl was tainted by Lindsay. How
Mm.
dare you? How dare you speak to him like that? Ugh.
And
She's
it's because he doesn't want to fuck her. Like
It is.
that's the difference. Is like
she
Carl's always had
dismisses
her
him.
back, but it doesn't register in her head because there's never been that flirty element. He's always been like very brotherly towards her.
Yeah, good point. Good point. And so when Amanda finally decides to speak and answer Andy's question, I'm going to read what she said.
Oh God.
T.
This has been a very confusing and crazy time. And I was sorting through all these feelings, and I developed these feelings I shouldn't have, and I lost sleep. As you said before. And I didn't eat thinking about what this was going to do to mine and Sierra's relationship. I fucked up, and I'm deeply sorry for betraying your trust. And it kills me to know that I caused her that pain. And Sierra's like, no, it didn't. Amanda, you could have kept that, all right? Because everything that she has said and done in this reunion leading up to this point says otherwise.
Mhm.
Because again, in the first 3 minutes, you're telling Sierra to fuck off. And so this should have been at the beginning. If you were actually sorry, right? Because why did it take this long for me to hear an I'm sorry? I fucked up. Even though you don't mean it. But still, you should say it. You should say it. There's no damned if you do, damned if you don't, whatever the fuck else you said. Like, what's wrong with her? I can't I just keep coming back to that. What's wrong with her?
And at this
Uh,
point, the whole like, I lost sleep. I
don't fucking
didn't
care.
I
eat.
couldn't eat.
I
You're just
didn't.
frail.
But you're still sitting, like Amanda said, no, it didn't, Amanda. It didn't hurt you. And
You're still doing it.
choosing to do this.
Yeah.
At least, again, I can't believe I have to say this. Rachel Raquel, at the final hour, and when they teased that yesterday, like stay till the very end, I was like, okay, finally, someone has gotten a hold of her, and she's gonna sit down and do the Rachel Raquel. I'm throwing my hands up. Yes, this started before we said it did. Yes, I fucked him in her house when she was dead for her grandma to be gone. This is what he told me, and I fucked up. I have to. I was like, finally, she's gonna do it. Nope.
No.
Still nothing. Oh, and when Andy was like, Amanda, was it worth it? That bitch said, that's an impossible question to answer in this moment because I wish I could have both, even though I know that's not the case. Again, I said, you stupid bitch.
Stupid
You
bitch.
No is the answer. Are you all right? So you're telling me, oh my God. Ah,
It wasn't worth
it was worth it. It was worth
Right.
it to
She
you.
thinks it
It's
was worth
impossible
it.
to answer. It
Yeah.
was worth it, even though you just sat here and talked about how much you appreciate everything that Sierra did for you. She stood up for you. She helped your pathetic ass like get away from your husband out of this situation. And then you get to be like finally free and you're like happy and having fun. And you're like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fuck West. I'm going to fuck West. I'm going to sneak around. I'm going to post on Instagram and be really snotty and sneaky about it.
Mhm.
And I'm going to lie to everyone.
Mhm.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's how I'll repay her. So yeah, probably one of the best friendships I've had, will ever have. I decided to throw that away for this guy. This
For
fucking
community
clown
dick.
sitting next to me who at a certain point, I don't remember what was asked, but he was talking about the friendships because everyone was basically like, fuck you. And he was like, yeah, just like mending the friendships is like my main priority. Still not Amanda, but okay.
I, I
That's
it
your man.
it's exhausting to watch. Like I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. And then also that part where during the break, Kyle hugged Amanda and was like, I just hate that people are only talking about the bad parts of a relationship. I was like, Kyle, I
That's what
need you
you
to
hate?
I I literally was like, Kyle, I need you to like get your head out of your ass and into the game
Yeah.
here. Because like I understand, okay, you're sad, whatever. Like, come on. Grow
You
up.
look like an idiot just like her. What do you mean?
Yes.
I just talked about this when we were talking about the city in the city the other day. Cause I'm sorry, all we've seen of your relationship is bad
Mhm.
moments. They
Yeah.
tried to string together a few good moments and they were bullshit. One was their wedding. That doesn't count.
Yep.
Two was them at some lover boy like launch event, like, yay, and like a kiss. And then that doesn't count. And then another, like, he was giving her a key to his place. That was it. That's all they could find over 10 years. We've seen montages. It could have gone longer than that, but they don't have anything to pull from.
No, you
So
know
what
what
do you
went
mean?
longer? What went longer was all the moments that Sierra showed up for Amanda in this one singular summer. And that's
Mhm.
one
Exactly.
summer. And they could have
Yeah.
made a
Exactly.
10-minute long montage out of all the summers. It's crazy. Also, it's like,
Yeah.
do y'all ever think about like, we're all in like serious, like long-term partnerships. Do
Mhm.
you ever
Mhm.
just think about like the way you like talk to like your significant other when you're like, oh, thank you so much for like taking out the garbage. Oh, how was your day? Like, we don't even
Mhm.
have cutesy moments of them being like
Yeah, no.
respectful in the most like basic way possible over the course of 10
No,
years.
no,
No. And
that is insane.
I think what I want for Kyle is I really hope he's in there. Everybody need to be in therapy. I
Mm-hmm.
hope he's in therapy and I hope that he's working through because again, I've said this over and over for anybody listening who's not familiar. I am done talking about what a shitty husband Kyle was. At this point, that is a given. 2 + 2 = 4. The sky is blue. Kyle was a shitty
Yes.
husband. I do believe that you are different with each partner. Some people are different with each partner, right? Not in a good way, but I think different things different people bring out different things in people. I want Kyle to go and figure out why, and because this is something I struggled with myself, why he felt the need to keep trying in that relationship and why he felt the need to keep protecting her,
Mm-hmm.
knowing what was going on. But again, I said this, my mom told me you have to forgive yourself in everything that, like, with my marriage and stuff like that. No, I was not Kyle. You have to forgive yourself. Once you forgive yourself, you can start working through a lot of things and how you acted to other people. I think that there's so much like PR going on here, and that's
Mhm.
not, I don't blame that. Like everything is PR. You guys know I say that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we need to start getting to the root of how we stayed in this relationship and how moving forward you can do what you feel is most respectful to honor your relationship with Amanda and maybe like her family and not disrespect because it was a 10-year relationship. Okay. You guys did become family, but
Mhm.
also stay true to yourself and say, hey, this is fucking bullshit. That was fucking bullshit that I went through. Those two things can exist. Like they can exist. And I want him to realize that.
Yeah, I hope that he can, but I don't know. Who knows
I
with
don't
Kyle?
either.
One other thing, not one other thing, there's probably a couple more things. But the thing where Sierra was like going off on Amanda like, "Oh, he propositioned you and you just said yes. Like,
Mhm.
if you were my friend, you would be like, no, that's like a fuck you to Sierra, right?
Yeah.
Why would I ever do that to her? And that's the part that I can't get past,
Mhm.
this whole time. Because how did you even let it get this far? It should have never
100%.
gotten to this point, and I don't understand that, and I didn't get answers to that. But
Mhm.
anyway, she was like, "Oh, if anything, you'd be like, oh, wants revenge on Sierra because he resents her and he literally hates her." But that never crossed your mind. That
Can
never
I
crossed your mind, and he's
Yeah.
with you despite me, like that whole thing. Thoughts?
Can I say bare minimum? I
Mhm.
would have been like knowing what we know that Amanda knew, Sierra, the Mia from Southern Charm, the possible Jen Fessler of it all, how he gallivants around. You know this man on a level, like not a romantic level.
Right.
At
You
bare
have for years.
minimum, even if I was drunk, I would have been like, you really cannot help yourself, can you?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are a whore. And
And would have
you
been on the
have no
phone.
boundaries. I would have been like, wow, this guy has no boundaries. To where now he's trying it with me?
Right.
Like, that's bold.
He's trying it
I'm
with
getting
me?
Sierra on the phone right now, and
I'm
I'm
Yeah.
your
telling her
and I'm your friend's ex-wife. You're trying it with me and
Right.
your ex's best friend. But
there's
no,
no
like
line.
that's what would have been through my mind. I would have been like, God, this guy knows no fucking bounds. Like
Right.
bare
The
minimum.
audacity.
Yeah.
He's
But
an
no,
animal.
you were like,
She
She
was
said, "Got
Debbie
another
Ryan.
one."
She said,
I just, I, oof.
because I mean, like, I agree with you, Raven. Like, I think I probably would have called Sierra and been like, okay, something fucking weird happened tonight, and like, it's
You're never gonna
uncomfortable,
believe
and
it.
I
Mm-hmm.
need to let you know, like, that like Wes said this, and it was fucking weird, and like, I don't like, and even if Sierra was like, well, where would he get that from? Like, why would he
Why would
think that
he?
that was okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have
Which
some
is
explaining to do.
Which
Because
exactly, because it's like you don't just like drunkenly corner someone and
Mm-hmm.
say like, "Hey, is there something here?" if he doesn't have anything to go off of, which is why Amanda couldn't get her on the phone and admit any of that or do what a good friend does, because it shouldn't have ever gotten to that point.
exactly, she should have never
Yeah.
been so friendly with him in the
No,
first place.
it wouldn't
That's
have
where
come out of
I am
nowhere.
at. Like, I
Yeah.
hate this guy.
I
Why are you
lit
hanging out with him?
Yeah. And I think for me, even if we were drunk, I am the queen of being like, remind me we need to talk tomorrow.
Yes.
And
I
the
will
subject
go.
is
I get in trouble all the time for being on my phone, not like in a way that's like, but if something happens, like if something drama wise
Mhm.
happens and I'm drunk and I need to tell people, I am like, I will text the person I need to tell and be like, we need to talk tomorrow. These are the bullet points because I
Yeah.
don't want to forget,
Right.
right? I would have literally been like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and
Yes.
been in the bathroom and been like, Sierra, we need to talk tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm calling you immediately, but I just want you to know that I'm telling you that right now because I'm drunk and I don't want to
I don't
forget.
want to forget
But
it,
this is
please.
crazy. Like
Well,
the fact that we didn't take a beat at all, it seems. If we
no.
didn't take
Right.
a beat at all, it was just like, am I crazy? The way they tried to make it sound like this is a fucking Disney
Like a
Channel movie.
fucking meet
Romantic.
cute
Am I
rom-com
crazy?
shit.
Am
Like,
I
Fuck you
crazy? Is
yes,
this
guys.
you
something
are
here?
insane.
Am
You
Yeah.
I
are crazy. Get away from me.
That's how I say it. Am I crazy, Mandy? Like,
I'm like,
is this something here? And she's
Ew.
like, what?
he's like, are
I'm
there
gonna
You
just start
like
making
feces or
out.
like
Ew.
I
whatsies?
think there might be. Like, what the fuck delusion
Well,
do you two live in?
and it's also like let this be a lesson to all the like single girlies out there. What makes me so devastated is that like Sierra mentioned in either part 1 or 2, like I think it was part 1, like I called you to try and like see if you were around to get drinks with me and Mia. Like what you should be doing after a divorce is getting martinis with your girlfriends, putting on a cute outfit, putting on a little rouge and having fun and enjoying sisterhood post your toxic ass marriage that should have never fucking happened. What you should not be doing is gallivanting around with your friend's ex so he can show you the streets. Bitch, she's lived in New York for this entire
Longer
time.
than him.
Yeah, she doesn't
You
need
just
you
got
to
here.
show her the streets. She can go out with her friends and have fun, but instead she needed the instant validation of another man in her corner, making her feel sexy and wanted and special. And that is just so fucking sad.
All the friends that
It's
she has that are not West's.
Exactly.
exactly. And
Every other
she's
friend. And also, like, I'm sorry, I would argue, like, don't go out with your straight guy friends when you're newly divorced because you're starved for attention. Also, I don't really believe in straight guy friends when you're in a relationship.
no,
You
I don't believe in them at
what?
all, to be
I don't,
honest with you.
no, literally, what's the point?
I don't know, but Amanda, again, she's just being embarrassed left and right on this stage and just not doing anything. When Andy was like, actually, no, I think it was Kyle, because Kyle keeps asking, he's like, what's your plan for Amanda? What are your intentions with my daughter? And West will not, he doesn't answer. So Andy was like, West, can you give Amanda what she needs? And he was like, well, if we can get back to our early days, and they were like, oh, 6 weeks ago? He's like, just like when things were blossoming. I'm like, oh, so
When
you're
he
still in
said
the
that,
beginning. Like, what do you, so
n-
no, you can't. Only when things
no.
are fun and sneaky and like whatever the fuck.
When
Yeah.
You
he
can
said,
give her
first of all,
give her shit.
you're never going to get back to those days with
That's not
those
how it
two.
goes.
No.
It's not one, it's not how it goes, correct. And two, with you two, because your relationship is built off of, and if you think it's not, you're dumb. You're dumb, you're dumb, you're dumb. Your relationship is built off of sneakiness,
Yep.
lies, and
Just bad shit.
yeah, literally.
Dark
Like, and
energy.
insecurities. And
Yeah,
insecurities is what I'm looking for. That is what it was built off
a
of.
mountain of
When
them.
you had Amanda, and that's why I say the two things can be true. I'm not infantilizing Amanda, but when you had her isolated, lying to her friends, lying to her family, and sneaking around and posting these cryptic messages on Instagram, that's when it was the best. And that's what you feel like you need to get back to.
Said I liked when she was a secret, kind of like what I was
Yeah.
doing with Miha. She really fucked us up. So
Really
now I have to
turns
think
him
about what we're
on.
gonna do. That's why they're gonna leave here and be thinking and reflecting about shit. He's like, "Ooh, I do not know where to go from here."
And then him even saying, like, on his stupid ass podcast, the person who took the picture of us in the airport, I know what your face looks like. I don't think they were trying to hide their face, buddy.
What
And
is that
what the
supposed to
fuck are
mean?
you gonna do? Have a staring contest with them?
Right.
Right? What are you
What are
gonna
you
do?
gonna do,
You
Wes?
didn't do anything then.
You are literally sitting up on doing your job on stage with everybody that you need to be able to look in the eyeball and have something to say to, and you can't do it. So what the fuck? You gonna pass him on the streets in New York and be like, that's the person that took the picture of me and Amanda in the park. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna fucking do? Like,
I
what are you
don't
gonna do?
like
Stop.
you.
Get off
I
that part.
don't
I
like
don't
you.
like you.
The most
Luke.
Minnesota insult
Luke.
of all time.
What, like, I would love to know, what are you gonna do? You're talking like that. You're talking big shit on your podcast with Sophie fucking Cunningham because, again, just like Brianna Chicken Fry, she allows you to be that version of yourself, and there's not gonna be any pushback. When
Yeah.
Lindsay was talking to
No,
him, when Lindsay was reading him the riot act, he was
yes.
like, what are you
It's
you had
short
nothing to
circuiting.
say. You had nothing to say. You only speak to women that you know that you can feed your fucking bullshit to. The only reason you sat down with Kyle is because you know at the end of the day, Kyle almost handed his beloved summer house over to you. He really did.
Yeah.
You were
He kind of said that.
he
Yeah.
teed you up. He did. He said you were one of the best things to happen in the show, and I considered you a friend. He teed you up to hand his beloved summer house over to you. And now, and Kyle is going to do what's best for the show, ultimately. He's
Mhm.
not, I do think that Kyle will go back into that house and be around West and Amanda. But that is why you are comfortable having a conversation with him. Again, you have to have solo conversations with people, and then you can be big
Mhm.
and bad. I would argue that you're not a good reality star, West. You are not the reality star that you think you are. What is West going to bring to the table now? Because you've lost the trust of the audience.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that we're
Fucked up
so
now.
interested in guys' lives in the first place, if we're being
Ugh, no, we
So
actually
true.
hate it. Look at what
but
happened to Secret Lives of
West,
Mormon Wives.
yes, West gets drunk. He lies. He has relationships behind the scenes. He is calculating all these things behind the scenes. Now that we know you're in so many Bravo celebrities' DMs, it's disgusting. Dragging your dick all the way
Ugh.
through Peacock and Bravo. It's crazy to me. Your best bet
Additional.
at this point is to go on Special Forces. Make sure that they really give you the solid talking tos and the screamings that you have to like. And like you seem like you unlearn some shit and unravel. And I'll actually pay money to see those guys yell at in West's face and him break down.
I want them to see yell. I want to see them yell in Amanda's face as well.
Oh, she would never.
Yeah,
she
she
would
wouldn't even do it.
Never
I
go on
know.
Special Forces.
I know,
I
but
wish.
God, I would love to see.
I want to see them scream at West. Like, I really, really fucking do. That is his best bet. As a reality star, what does West have to offer us that we are like, we want to see more of that guy?
No,
And
You're
especially with the
literally seeing.
dynamics in the house. His one saving grace was that he had good dynamics in the house. But also, my question for everybody around, everybody on that stage, you guys are like, yes, we have heard these things about Wes and how he operates off camera and versus how he operates on camera. You guys, and what did you think about that? What did you think about before all of this came out and you heard the things about Wes and you heard not to trust him and you knew the little things that what did you guys think about that? Because I have heard that the Summer House cast is not the nicest.
I can
Yeah, I've heard
confirm.
that too.
I know you can.
Yeah, you can.
It's
not
like
great.
they're like the popular kids in high
Yeah.
school that are like, they don't even dislike you if you're not in their group. You don't exist to them if you're not
Yeah.
in their group, like, which sucks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not nice.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like when Mia from Southern Charm was like the Summer House girls weren't super nice to me at BravoCon. I said, and why not?
Because she's hot.
I said, what's going on here? I'm not understanding.
Why are
I'm
y'all
not
acting like that?
Yeah.
Well, and that's the issue is I think like their show, I would say their show and Southern Charm really thrive on like heterosexual, like male female like friendships / relationships. And so I think I think it really reinforces like boys club tendencies and also pick me girl tendencies, and I think it like forces people on those shows to sort of play into those dynamics to like make it work. You know what I mean? And even though Summer House, I would say like we had the bed bugs. Like I think there's like a girls girl vibe on that show. I think it's like they're not girls in general. They're girls for each other and not girls outside of the show. Do you know what I mean?
And that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, totally.
You know, but if somebody comes up to me and says, hi, I could say that a colleague essentially on Bravo,
A
I could say
colleague.
hello.
You're at a work conference.
Well, you're yeah.
I can say hello.
Yeah.
Just be polite. You don't have to
Yeah.
be best friends. What is
No.
this?
No.
Yeah, that's a little
Because at that
odd.
point, the only girls that would have been on Summer House on those panel at BravoCon is Lindsay and Sierra.
Yeah, Lindsay.
Because she says Amanda was nice to her. Mia said that.
Oh.
So the only girls at
realize
BravoCon were
she said
Lindsay and
that. Huh.
Sierra. Yeah, she said it on an interview with Carlos King.
Well, that sucks.
She's talking about Lindsay and Sierra.
Don't
Bummer.
love that.
Don't love that because I do love Mia.
Yeah. Well,
Mia from Southern
House.
Southern
I mean, I love both
Yeah.
Mias,
Both.
but
Yeah, no, yeah, I do.
great year for me.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
So the last thing is, this is so stupid, but I'm glad it was brought up. Amanda, did you say act like you like me at the Yankees game? And she was like, well, actually, it was a longer statement, but that was the end of it. And I'm like,
So yes.
what like that makes it worse. So you were like lecturing him about something and you need to act like you like me.
So
That is so embarrassing, Amanda. Jesus Christ.
It's so embarrassing.
Find some shame. I've never seen anything like this. Seriously. I
need
would
to
have
bring back
said
shame.
no. Oh, that's what she decides to be honest about. Like, girl, I would have lied about that one. No, I didn't say that. I would never say no shit like that.
Very minimum, I would have been like, I can't remember what we were talking about, but that's not what I said.
Yeah.
No.
Because
who
somebody
knows?
else was floating around something that she potentially said, and it sounded better than that.
Yes. Like,
like,
no,
you like
people are
me.
crazy. I didn't say that shit. She's like,
Well,
I did. And I need for him to, Wes, now that we're here, you do need to act like you like me some more. It's not working, what you're doing now. This is really embarrassing for me today. We'll
and
talk
also,
about
like,
it later.
you know, he was so into the game, like, that she's
Yes, he's
probably like, I need you to
talking to
pay
me.
less attention to your precious, what was it, a Chiefs game? No, not a
Royals.
Royals game. I need you to pay less attention to the royals and more attention to me because I blew up my life to be with you.
He's like, I don't care. I didn't ask you to do
He's
that.
like, I've led to a zillion girls, Amanda Z's. Mandy. Dumb.
I love how he acts like lying is something
Oh.
he can't help. Like
He can't.
It's like a
an
disorder.
affliction.
Yeah.
He's like, I've been not honest. I have not told the truth. And I'm like,
I haven't been clear.
I
Haven't been clear.
You've been lying your ass off. Okay. Just say it.
I just want to know
Fucking
if his
freak.
parents are like, good Lord, where did we go wrong?
No, I don't think Amanda or Wes's parents think that I truly don't think they think anything of this.
I mean, listen,
I think they think we're wrong. We're dumb for caring.
Yeah, because I think like I feel for people where
Definitely
it's like
Amanda's.
I feel bad for people. Wait, what?
I said definitely Amanda's parents think that way.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
About Wes.
Yeah, because like I feel for people who are like judged based on like their parents' behavior. Like we're all our own individual people, but then part of me is like, you don't just become this way in a vacuum. Like, what values were you raised with? Because I'm sorry, you look at Belmont Cameli, and I'm sorry, Zell, I know you have the ick from him right now because of that dancing video at the Kid Laroi concert. But overall, seems like a really upstanding young gentleman. And I'm like, that is a reflection of the way you were raised. And I feel like both of them must have been, Wes and Amanda, both of them must have been raised with a level of entitlement and a level of like, I don't know, just a lack of accountability, a lack of consequences.
Amanda said she handcuffed herself to the iron railings in her parents' home because they wanted to replace them with solid wood railings.
I'm sorry.
And she said this on In the City. She was telling it like it was a cute story. She was
this
like,
last
I don't like
night?
change. No, it was last week because I didn't watch last
this.
night. In that she doesn't like change. So she did that. And she did not say how it ended. So I feel like that iron railing remained in that home. And they did not change it. They're like, fine, Amanda, Jesus.
I cannot wait to talk to Chai about this. I cannot wait to talk to Chai about this.
Yeah.
Because she clocks the kid stuff really well.
She's also, been a freak.
Where'd you get handcuffs from? As a child, where'd you get handcuffs from?
She just asked for them and they probably gave them to her without question. You know what? She probably had a fucking magic kit. I bet you. And you know what? That tells me everything I need to know.
She ate the key.
Yes, she did.
Raven, can I ask you something? Because I know how you feel about pranks. And magic and things like that. But I think it's those L prank calls where the celebrities prank call each other. Do you like those?
I do. I said that is the exception.
God.
They're funny.
Good.
Oh my God. When Keke Palmer was calling it, it's hilarious.
And
I'll allow those.
Quinta.
So funny. Those are
Quinta
okay.
called Io Debris. And everybody Quinta called was not believing her. She called Io Debris, and I think, what's his name? Brett Gold, the one that's in Office Romance with J-Lo.
Oh, Brett Goldstein.
And Io was like, Quinta, what are you talking about?
Quit playing on my phone.
She said, Quinta. She said, this doesn't make any sense, and I think that you might need to fire your team that's suggesting this. And then Brett goes, she told him she needed about $10,000. He goes, oh, okay. So what happened? He goes, he's like, okay, pitch me the story. Pitch me. He's like, because he's a writer too. He's a comedy writer. So he was like, okay. And he just lets her keep going. And he's like, so you had nobody to call for $10,000 besides me? And he's like, why does no one believe me?
Yeah, those are good.
My God. Okay, I'm glad you like those because I cry laughing.
Yeah. Well, girls, any final thoughts on this shit show?
I'm ready to have my life back.
I am too.
Swear to God, Bravo, don't piss me off. After next week, I'm clocking out. I don't even know if I'm going to talk about next week's episode on my show. I'm really tired.
Yeah, I am too.
It's exhausting. I didn't plan for it. Like you said, I'm like Amanda, I don't like change. I'm gonna handcuff myself to something and see how that works for me. Why would you do this to my schedule? I don't appreciate it. Just put it up on Peacock now.
Literally.
I personally, and I never thought I would say this, and I need to check because I think I might have him blocked.
You probably do. Who are
Dave
you talking about?
Portnoy, I do need to hear what Dave Portnoy has to say today.
He's like, Amanda Betulia. Amanda
T by the
Betulia.
C.
I'm sure someone will. I would never fear getting into it with Dave Portnoy because me. You know what I mean?
You could handle it.
Yeah, and I don't lie, right?
Yeah.
Also that.
I would not, if I were someone like Amanda or someone like Wes, I would not want to find myself painting him out to be a liar because he's a nut.
Oh,
He's a nut, and he's
and
not
he's
gonna
got
stop.
time. No.
Yeah, he does. He just sits on that beach house. I was
Leathery.
He's like 50
assaulted.
Cent.
Yeah, I was assaulted by a gambling commercial of his or something when I was watching TV, and he's literally sitting in front of the same beach house that he sits on when he's talking about Amanda Batuglia. And I said, "Do you just film all your content down there now? What's going on?" Not that
And
I
now
By
he's
the
got-
sea, and he doesn't moisturize. He does not put on sunscreen, and it's clear.
that is
You can see that.
crusty and dusty.
Yeah.
Also, like
leather.
leathery man. And I saw him doing a video the other day by a racetrack. He's like, truth by the track. And he got like a hat made.
Stop.
And he's like, look at these horses in the background. Now let's get into this. Amanda Batuglia spitting in West's mouth. I'm not going to
I
yuck
hate
anyone's
to
yum
laugh.
in the bedroom, but come on.
I'm laughing at Hannah, everybody. I don't think Dave is funny.
But like, I'm like, Dave Portnoy just lives such
He's
a
a freak.
delusional, weird, freakish life. And he seems so like happy and at peace, which is crazy.
Yeah,
And I'm
he
like,
doesn't deserve it.
he doesn't deserve it. I'm like, oh, to just be sitting around, like laying out all day, enjoying yourself, making videos and making bajillions of dollars every time you post. Like, oh, it's so frustrating.
Hate you know what I hate? Because I really do love those girls, chicks in the office. I think they're a delight. I love
Yeah.
those girls. I hate that they work for him because
know.
Get away
just
from him.
I literally I want, and I know that they're probably making so much stupid money with him. And I know one of them, like, he got involved in one of their relationships, like, in a bad way because she went from dating somebody
Oh,
that worked at Barstool to, like, her husband now or whatever. And when they got engaged right before they got married or something, they were like, Dave was giving him shit, and he was like, "Well, you guys got to get married now." And it was like, okay. It was, I guess they were all coworkers essentially, but I don't fucking know. I really like them. I want them to get
he's
away from him.
messy.
Yeah.
Well, I hope they do. Thank y'all for doing this with me today.
Of course.
Thank
Sorry
you
I
for
got so
having
worked
us.
up, everybody.
What?
Sel, are you
Everyone gets
kidding?
worked up. No, everyone is worked up. That's why we did the blood pressure check at the beginning.
We've all been pushed to our limits, and we can blame
Yeah.
Bravo for that.
Yeah, we
Yes. They don't care about our health.
Really.
Ladies, let everyone know where they can find you and watch you and follow you and everything like that.
Sel, you go first.
Oh, sorry. I'm like, I've talked to, like, this is why I couldn't be a lawyer, because at the end in proceedings, I'd just be like, but anyways,
She's exhausted, everybody. She's
I'm exhausted from being right all the time.
Exactly.
You can find me, Who Asked Zell on Instagram, on TikTok, Who Asked Me Podcast on Instagram. Please just go to the link tree. It's everywhere. I'm everywhere.
I'm gonna put the link tree in the show notes, and I'm gonna put Hannah's in there too.
Hey, thanks. Y'all can follow me at Hannah Aaron Brown. That's HANNAHAARON BROWN, Hannah AA Ron Brown on Instagram, TikTok, and then check out my podcast, Not Aspirational, wherever you get your podcasts.
Hannah
I love you.
Rod, yes.
Helps people
y'all?
remember.
All of the links will be in the show notes. I will talk to y'all again soon. Love you. Bye.
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 Bitch. Is that better? Is bitch better? Is bitch better? Is bitch better?